Gee.
Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To the ground with the back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right on the money. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because...
There he goes! Oh, he got loose! Past the 30, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stribling. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Pulls it in. It's hot. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to go to the air on third and short. That's caught. It's Lee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage.
Going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Got it in the middle with Staley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Rides the back on the option to give. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hobbs. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. It's clock ticking down in the 1st half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Corner's going to give them room. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Almost a D lineman stream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Harris. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. These corners going to give them some space. Makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Four wide receivers on second and inches. They might try to take a shot. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Sails one into the middle. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit them yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. Quick step and go. turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for space. It's Lacy. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entire.
It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with the guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And he'll be brought down. And the Vols will hustle to the line. The short hands, it's Matthews. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Vols. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Stribling. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Caught behind the line. It's Bishop. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before.
GG's, man. Good opponent, though. Very good opponent. He just messed up right there.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Working the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This crowd, full throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quickly complete. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking left. All alone, he's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. Nice move, create some space. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Simpson. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Leaves it with the back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Aggie. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he added the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Takes his shot. On target to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman of being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. To throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The give is to Miller. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Please don't say that. I beg you not to say that. Oh, he shouldn't have chewed that. That's what he messed up at.
San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. the Cowboys will kick it away to start. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good opponent right here, guys. I figured. Pretty good.
In fact, they'll bring it out to the 25. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Peterson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's McCown. He's got the back in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossover.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Henry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's McCown. Got it! And to the end zone! Touchdown, UT San Antonio!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Merritt. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down, still moving.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cowboys in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Henry. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Henry. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And some room to work. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Roadrunners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air. It's McCown. Bears the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create...
Touchdown, Roadrunner! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Made a defender miss. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Anderson will throw. He's got the tight end. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got the back over the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Next, going for the goal line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He might want another play. Gets it out quickly. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wyoming! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Got his man. They'll immediately call timeout.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might be changing the route. Anderson wants to throw. The short hands, it's Durham. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's McCown. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Makes the grab on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UTSA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry-up. The give from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the grab. It's Sargent. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air, it's McCown. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
He's got it. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Catch in the middle. It's Henry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he can.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Tripped up for the tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. Anderson will throw. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Durr. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. Do you kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for 2 and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They did not get it, and they'll lose the game by 1. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Raiders will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in on the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Dickey. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Carter. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. But will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he beats the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Dickey. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense, and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown!